Do you like the new hair? I just did it yesterday. Those that follow me on Twitter probably know that I was actually trying to go silver and it failed miserably. Not that I put silver dye on and it turned out this colour, nothing like that. It was just I couldn't get a silver colour right, and it just, I think I ended up putting too much purple in and it would turn purple, or I couldn't tone the blonde, like the brassiness and my roots that I'd bleached and everything. It just was not fun. So I just caved and went this kind of colour because I've been dying to go this colour for a while now. So I went this colour. Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. I was actually away visiting my big brother today because it is exactly 1 week until the baby is due, so we're just like up there for a wee visit. Also, New Year's, all that good jazz. I was dressed, which is amazing for me, so I thought, well, why not take this opportunity to film something because I am dressed. I am doing the AuthorTube Newbie Tag, which is pretty funny seeing as the fact that I've already posted like 3 videos, but you know, who says there's an order to these things? So yeah, we'll just get into it because I really don't want this video to be so freaking long. Okay, first question is, how did you find out about AuthorTube? I actually found out about AuthorTube through Clarabelle Ortega, the AuthorTube Christmas Tag thing that I did. I watched that, and like always I discovered that AuthorTube was a thing, so that was pretty much my introduction to it. But how I actually found her video, I really cannot remember. My memory sucks. 2. What genres do you write in? I write in so many genres, but mostly fantasy because fantasy is my love. So we'll just go with the easy answer of fantasy. What is your preferred writing tense? Past, point of view, third, and category of story, YA to new adult, because my writing's very YA-ish, but like my characters are a new adult age, like they're like early 20s kind of thing, late teens, early 20s, so it's like still YA in my mind, but due to the type of story that it is and the like plot and everything, but it's not, the ages don't work with YA, so whatever. 4. Are you a plotter, pantster or plantster? I'm a mix of it. Like I love planning, so I would say more of a plotter, but there's certain things that I just need to like go in blind. My first drafts, I always go in blind. I have no idea really what the plot's going to be. I have my characters, my world, and some vague plot points, but other than that I have no idea, so I just go in with my first draft, get it all out. It ends up being like 100k long, and then the next draft I use my planning method, which I will film an entire video about later. I use that, get scene by scene ideas and direction, and then rewrite my second draft based on those, so like a bit of both. I use self-published, published, or yet to be published. I have yet to be published. Question 5. Are you self-published, published, or yet to be published? I have yet to be published. My first book is currently out on Query, and I've got my fingers crossed that some more lead come from that, but I am also thinking of looking into self-publishing, just in case, you never know. But I am hoping to at least get an agent by the end of the year with one story or another. Fingers crossed. What publishing company, literary agent and or printing company are you represented by or use? If not yet published, what is your dream publishing house and or literary agent? My dream publishing house is, I don't know, I've got so many. HarperCollins Voyager, or Bloomsbury, I'd say. I think they're my big two, or Penguin. I'd go for those 3. As for literary, I can't say that word. As for literary agent, there's a few that I have are my dream ones. What AuthorTube related videos can we expect to find on your channel? I am planning on doing a series of writing tips, like in writing advice, how I write and plan and things like that. And I'm also doing this vlogging series where I'm like taking you through the progress of one of like my recent work in progress, which is like, so like from coming up with the idea and deciding to work on it all the way through to the end. I just send it like out for queries and things like that. So those kind of things really, and like some tags and that. Just anything related to writing really. When did you start writing? Well, I've always been writing, but I started writing seriously in 2010 with a Pirates of the Caribbean fanfic. Yeah. And ever since then, I've been writing pretty much religiously. Only like sometimes I get into writing blocks, and then that's the only time I stop. But like, I've been writing seriously since 2010, which is amazing. And just seeing my growth has been so amazing. What was the first story you ever wrote? Now, I can't remember exactly the first story that I ever wrote, but the one that always comes to mind is about a dog called Pat. Pat the dog. And yes, I totally did steal that joke from Friends, and it was also based on Friends. So I think Pat the dog was based off, it was Pat, I think Pat was a dog. No, Pat was a dog, but I think she was a she-dog. And then there was this Joey Tribbiani-like character who tried to hit and pat the dog. I can't quite remember, but that's the first story that I can remember writing. I think I was like 6 or something, 6 or 7. What authors have inspired you the most? We'll go with J.K. Rowling, because even though I've got my problems with J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter opened so much for me. It opened reading and the whole experience of this being a career. George R.R. Martin, because his world is so amazing, and it made me feel like I can make something this huge and brilliant and just so in-depth. Also Elizabeth May. I think Elizabeth May was the book that really got me back into reading, and also made me realise that this could be a career. Like, J.K. Rowling got me into reading when I was really young, but like, I think Elizabeth May's The Falconer really opened everything up for me and made me think seriously that I could do this. So I would go with those 3. There's also pretty much all these pretties behind me that inspired me a lot, but those are the main 3. Do you schedule your writing sessions or simply get to writing whenever you can find the time? I do a bit of both. Because I suffer with depression, it's hard to motivate me. So like, I find if I say to myself, right, I'm going to write 500 words today, or I'm going to do this today, I find myself more likely to do it. And I also feel that if I set myself a schedule kind of thing, like, oh, I'm going to do this by this time, and I'm going to have it done by this time, it really helps and inspires me to drives me to do it. Whereas if I just like say I'll write when I write, I won't write. It's the same with reading. If I say I'll read when I want to read, I won't read. And it's just the mental health aspect of it really. But yeah. Do you type on a computer typewriter, write everything out by hand, or blend a use of views? And where do you write in general? I write in my MacBook, but I have seen me writing on paper. I write in my MacBook, but I always plan in paper. I cannot plan in my MacBook at all. Even though I use Scrivener, which is all these like amazing planning things and like can really help you, I cannot use it. I always need to plan in paper because I don't know, it just works better with me. But I have seen me writing in bits of paper. I think that kind of opens up my mind a bit because I don't have the previous scene behind me. So there's times when I'm at work and I don't have quite as much to do, or I have like 5 minutes where it's like lulling and I take a napkin and I just write based on what I can remember the last scene being, and I find that kind of frees me because like sometimes when I see what I've already wrote, I get blocked a bit of where to take it next, whereas when I don't see it and I'm just working off memory, it kind of opens things up to me. I also have my iPad, which I use a little more frequently now that the Scrivener's got an app for it. I think that's about it, really. I mostly write in my MacBook. Like, there's times I've seen me, even when I'm going on like a long car journey, I take my MacBook rather than my iPad just for easiness. Like, it's got a bigger keyboard and everything. And lastly, what are you most looking forward to now that you're a part of YouTube? Meeting fellow authors. I think that's the biggest thing, just like being able to see people who are in my same position, or like even published authors who have been through it all and can offer some advice, just making friends and getting that connection. That's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and follow me all the other social medias, which I'll link down below, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!